Tired of everybody saying that I got it. Tired of everybody trying to check my pockets. I can look for handouts, no, I never ain't signing. Rather get it out the mud, no soul selling just for diamonds. Straight out the porch, I went and got straight right to it. I ain't even had to do that, I do it right by myself and I pop my fluid.
Oh, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. How you been? How you doing? Where you be at? I know that's... Okay, let's try again. Okay, y'all. So, welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for watching. Today, as y'all saw by the title, we're going to be talking about self-care versus self-love. And I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing a lot on like social medias, and just talking with different people, that people are now, you know, their New Year's resolutions are like, I'm going to be practicing more self-love. Like, I'm going to go do this for myself and go do this for myself, which is great, right? But I think people get self-love and self-care mixed up. They get them confused. And so I want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. And this is just based off of my knowledge, I would say, from books that I've read, from podcasts that I've listened to. And I'll put like the different books and different podcasts that I've watched or that I listen to and that I've read, that I'm getting a lot of my information from, and also my own personal thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's break down the difference between self-love versus self-care. I'm not about to hold this camera up the whole time, so hold on, let me try to figure out. Yeah. Let's get into self-care versus self-love. So the first thing I would say is that self-care is different from self-love because self-care is more of the tangible, in my opinion, the tangible, the physical things that you will do to take care of yourself. Examples like going to get your nails done, you know, just to say, it's like a lot of people say, like, I'm gonna take a day and just do a self-love day, self-care day, and I'm gonna go do this. Well, don't say self-love, in my opinion. Not don't say it, but you know what I mean? Like, don't confuse the two. Because like I said, self-care is like getting your nails done, getting your hair done, like going to get a pedicure, and I rub my face. Going to get a facial, you know what I'm saying? Going to get a massage, going to the park, you know, and just relaxing by yourself, reading, you know, those are self-care days. Yes. The difference is that self-love is a little bit deeper. Self-love is something that's within. You know what I'm saying? Self-love is not just looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, oh, I love myself, right? But that's because that's confidence, right? When you say self-love comes from a place deep within your spirit, you know. Examples I could give you. Self-love is somebody asking you, oh, Taylor, let's go out and drink tonight. Let's go out and party. Let's go hit the clubs, da-da-da-da. Not that you don't want to hang out with that person, but maybe you don't want to do that, right? And you tell them, how about we go bowling instead? I'd rather us go bowling. Or I don't feel like going out tonight. Being able to say no is a good form of self-love. Knowing your boundaries or explaining or telling people your boundaries is a form of self-love. Because you love yourself enough to tell other people no. You love yourself enough to be like, actually, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see where I can... And people try to confuse it with being selfish, right? Oh, Taylor, we can't do everything you want to do. You're right. We can't. And you can compromise sometimes if you want to go out and do you know, whatever. But all in all, you have to be... Self-love is telling people your boundaries. No, you're not finna talk to me that way. No, I don't feel like going out. Yes, I do want to go out. Yes, I accept that tone that you're giving me. That's self-love. Being able to have control over how other people interact with you is a form of self-love. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Please comment down below if I'm making sense. I just wanted to talk about this. This is why I needed my podcast together, because maybe that my podcast is a better platform for me to talk about it, because it'll be a lot more informal. Because I really don't want to make a video, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm all over the place, because that's what I tend to do when I just start talking. But I knew I wanted to talk about this topic in particular because like I said, I've been seeing it a lot on social media, talking to people about their New Year's resolutions, and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be more self-love." And so I asked them the question, okay, so how are you gonna love yourself more? And because I'm on this journey of loving myself, finding inner peace, getting my happiness back. And I've gotten my happiness back. I tell y'all, your girl, but it's still a process. I'm not 100% where I want to be, but it's always beauty in the process, and I'm loving my process. So when I hear people say, "Oh, I'm going to start, once a month, I'm going to go get me a massage. I'm just going to take a day and I'm going to go get me a massage and I'm going to go get my this and that." And I'm like, that's beautiful, honey. You do that. But that's self-care. Do you love yourself within? Loving yourself meaning you dealing with whoever you dealing with, and they talking to you a certain type of way that you've always never liked, but you've never said anything about it, is you finally saying, I don't like that tone that you're using. I don't like how you're talking to me. Can you try to redirect that energy somewhere else and come at me a different way? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's self-love. Self-love is being able to tell people no. Self-love is being able to tell people, this is the boundary that I have. You're not allowed to cross it. And if you do cross it, I'll show you that you no longer are invited in my space, because I don't want that. You've crossed that boundary. That is self-love. Things to help you get better with self-love is practice. Start by saying no to like really small, like things that it's easy to say no to, or easier to say no to, like a going out type thing, right? Then you can work up to the little bit harder decisions to where you have to say no or yes to things like relationships. If you've been in a relationship for a long time that you haven't been happy in, or that you're struggling with, but you're just sticking through it because you've been with that person because of longevity, because you're comfortable, because you don't want to start over. That's not self-love. That's tolerance. You know what I'm saying? And self-love is breaking that. Self-love is like, I'm not going to tolerate something that's not for me. That's what self-love is. Self-care is in my opinion, more of the physical. I'm going to take care of myself by today. I'm not going to do anything but sleep. Self-care is today I'm not going to do anything but go get a massage, or taking a day, or self-care is I'm going to take the week off and go on vacation. That's self-care. That's taking care of yourself. To love yourself, again, like I said, doesn't mean the physical, like looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, "Oh, I love myself. Like, I look good." No, that's confidence. Loving yourself is within. And I just wanted to let y'all know that you can you can love yourself. It doesn't make you selfish. It's okay to tell people no. It doesn't make you selfish. It's okay to set your boundaries. It doesn't make you selfish. Because it doesn't change the type of person you are. If you're a good person, it doesn't change if you're a kind person. It doesn't change that you're a giving person, because you can still be a giving person. But you won't let other people take from you what you don't want taken. That's self-love. When you tell them, that's my energy, I'm taking it back. That's self-love. You love yourself enough to where you're not going to let no one else destroy your inner peace, destroy your happiness. Now you're going to have bumps in the road. Everybody's going to have bumps in the road. I'll have bumps in the road where, you do start feeling sad because somebody did something to you. But then again, here comes self-love again. No, I love myself enough to know that I am worth it. I am worthy. I am deserving. And I don't need to deal with that. I'm not going to tolerate that. I am not going to be comfortable with that. Right? And I feel like to reach the ultimate self-love, you got to get out of your comfort zone. What you've been doing all this time that's just been comfortable, and you've just been dealing with it. It's like when you start to realize it, like, dang, I just been dealing with this. Whatever it is that you're going through, right? I just been dealing with it. Instead of making a big decision to either change it, work it out, and change it. Wait, what am I saying? That's what happens. You know, my mind just be going blank. Y'all, my mind kind of went blank just now. So sorry if that little cut it was kind of awkward. My mind went blank. I don't know what I was talking about. All in all, to say, I just wanted to make this video to tell people, know the difference between self-care and self-love, and that when you try to practice self-love more, start off small, I would say. And I can't give you like a perfect or like a particular scenario to where I'm like, this is self-love more than what I've already said. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is that I would start small, because it's going to be hard to breaking habits is a hard thing to do. I've been picking my lips since I was a baby. I still haven't broke the habit, right? I'm 20, about to be 23. I haven't broke the habit. So you being able to really understand and practice self-love is going to take some breaking of your habits that you normally do. When people say, "Oh, Taylor, you want to do this?" or whoever you are watching, and your friends come up to you and like, "You want to do this?" or "You want to do that?" or "Girl, let's go do this. Let's go do this." And instead of saying, "Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. I'll go." Or, "Taylor, can I borrow this?" or "Can I borrow this?" or "Blank, can I borrow this? Can I borrow this? I need you to come help me with this. I need you to come help me with this. Can you do this? Can you do this?" No, we're not doing that anymore. It's going to be hard to break that because you've been that type of person your whole life, you know, or for however long you've been that way. You've always been that type of person to give to others. It's time to receive. And when I say receive, I don't mean receive from others. Receive it from yourself. Receive it from the universe. Receive it from the Most High. You know, everything that you need, you can receive through those. Don't depend so much on people for your happiness. Have your happiness come within. Am I going on a different topic, or is it still about self-love? It's about self-love. Because when you really get an understanding of loving of oneself, you become a little bit happier. And when you get the full understanding, you're probably going to be at your. I know if once I get the full like loving on myself to where I'm like, yeah, I can see me breaking the curses. I can see me breaking the habits. So I'm like, that's what makes you happy. Like, dang, that didn't bother me. Dang, I just told them no. I just said I can't help you today. And sometimes you can say you can't help somebody when you can, but it's just so that way you can start working on that process of loving yourself more. Because you're like, no, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to keep giving all of myself to others, and I'm leaving nothing for myself. And when you realize that, and you're ready to make a change and start practicing it, then that's when, you know, you've seen some work. You're seeing your work being played out. You know. So I hope that wasn't too long. I hope I wasn't all over the place. I really hope you enjoyed that video. I really hope you took something from it. If you have your opinions, I am open to hear any and everybody else's opinion on self-love versus self-care. What do you do to practice your self-love? What do you do to practice self-care? I want to hear all the comments. You know, if you have any questions for me, I will gladly answer them in the comment section below. Yeah, like this video if you did like it. Oh, before I go, I kind of just wanted to show y'all this because I don't even think I'll be able to. Oh, sorry, it's kind of loud. I don't think I'll be able to. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to put the video on the screen, so like this video, I think I'm gonna take the sound out because I don't want to get copyrighted. But it's hope y'all can see. It's like the bro who got you smiling like that, and the girl puts singing myself heal properly, instead of looking for distractions. And I personally think, before I go, I'm sorry, this real quick before I go, I personally think that that's what self-care does. It masks self-love, right? So self-care is you going to do those things, right? But it's a distraction to the point of like, you don't really know what your problem is. Like, you don't know what you're battling internally. So you think, oh, if I fix the physical, if I take care of myself on the physical, if I go get my nails done, yes, it'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel a little bit more confident. But are you really healing on the inside from the hurt that you're going through? And that's the difference between self-care and self-love. So that's all for me. Sorry if I rambled on too long. Sorry if this was boring to you. Just watch another one of my videos. Maybe you think those are better. Check out the last video where I did my hair. I did my little skunk stripe. Now I'm back to oh, that's my burn mark. Y'all, I burnt myself with the flat iron. But I'm back to, my curls, but I'm deep conditioning right now. So that's why it's wrapped up. So yeah, peace out, Cub Scouts. See you on the next one.
Straight out the porch, I wanna go